Hi, Brian from Sipkins Nurseries here, and I just wanted to welcome you guys to spring and give a few tips for getting your lawn looking its best this season. There's always that urgency coming out of winter. You see all the brown grass and you see a lot of damage from snow removal and or people driving through your lawn over winter that you want to get it fixed up and get it looking good. So there's a lot of little things that you can do to make your lawn a lot more resilient and a lot more attractive over the course of the coming season. So fertilizing your lawn, a lot of people think that that's the best way to green up your lawn, and it definitely makes a big difference, but you do want to be conscious that until the grass is actually growing, putting fertilizer on doesn't make a lot of sense. So my favorite time of year to fertilize is after the first required mowing. So usually April 15, April 30, the grass is starting to green up and grow a little bit, but it's not oftentimes till May that you really actually have to cut your grass. And that is the best time of year to fertilize because your grass is actively growing and it will rapidly take up the nutrients, so you're not going to see losses of fertilizer, of nitrogen especially. Now, we have two different fertilizers here. One of our most popular is the 2177 fertilizer, and it's a house blend that we put together based on our experience with growing shrubs, trees, and lawns. And we find that this one works very good. You put it on with your lawn spreader. It covers approximately 6,500 square feet. And this is a fertilizer that there's no stone filler in it. The percentage of filler in the material is all organic materials. And you'll find that it doesn't leave stone chips if you throw it into your gardens, but that all the material that is in it will wash down and feed your plants. The other fertilizer we have here is if you want to do organic in your lawns, you can use an organic fertilizer that is a hen manure. Yes, you got to put on a few more bags to get the same results, and the fertilizer is a slow release only in the compost-based fertilizers. So it will feed more slowly. You won't get that phenomenal growth as you would putting on a little bit higher nitrogen fertilizer, but you will see long-term benefits. This fertilizer here also has a slow release component to the nitrogen so that it does feed for between 60 and 80 days. So that's feeding your lawn. For the bare spots that you've got or spots that are very, very thin, oftentimes adding a little bit of new soil and seed is a great way to get your lawn to thicken up and establish a more dense patch so that over the course of the summer it looks better. Most people are complaining about their lawns in either a shade or a very, very hot location. So sometimes grubs can be an issue, and we do have a couple of products here to help manage lawn grubs. That's called Grub Out. And when it comes to shady locations, oftentimes it's simply competition. Grass doesn't naturally grow in a woodlot. So where we're trying to grow grass in a very shady area, there's a few things that you can do that will really improve the situation. One is improve the level of light. So if you can prune up branches from trees that have just grown and gotten heavier over time, that will make a big difference for the amount of horizontal light coming into that area. The second is using a shade grass seed. Shade grass seed has a different blend of species of lawn grasses in it so that the ones that establish are better suited to growing in a shadier location. The third thing is feeding the lawn much more regularly than you feed the rest of your lawn. Usually under a shade tree, such as a maple or a honey locust, when I'm fertilizing, I'll put on 2 to 3 times as what I will in a non-competitive area of the yard, such as an open area where there are no massive trees and roots. And you'll find that the grass in the shade requires a lot more food because the tree gets it first. The other thing is, especially during the summer, don't cut your lawn short, most especially in the shade, but oftentimes if you just stay off of it, mow only to take the seed heads off of the grass, you'll find that it survives the drought periods of summer much, much better. And when it comes to the growing seasons of spring and fall, your lawn will actually look good again. So those are a few tips that you can employ in your yard this year. Another thing that you can do is, as your lawn, it looks bare this year, there's some areas that have been damaged, give it a good leaf raking to stir up the Give it a good leaf raking to stir up the matted down grass so that you get a little bit more air into the soil, as well as some sunlight, and that will really help stimulate new seed that you put down, but also existing grass in your lawn to fill in those areas, especially where it's been driven over or matted down from heavy snow piles, or if there's mats of leaves left over from last year or that have recently blown around during our windy weather. Thanks for watching today. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for many more helpful tips for beautiful lawns and gardens.